I wake up and the spamming is strong with Naruto, the last updates. And the most important of which is the fact that there's a new trailer. I'll leave the link in the description so you can watch it with subs. I think it's more like a commercial than anything else, though. It's kind of short, it just seems like it was part of like a, commercial lineup. So I'm still waiting for a full trailer. And I think we might get a full trailer after the manga ends, just in case, they want to play it safe and not spoil anything. If you follow the link that I provided and you read the subs, the first thing that you read is the final story of Naruto, and then the falling of the moon, which makes sense because it was revealed that that mysterious character that I talked about earlier is related to Kaguya and Hagoromo. His name is Toneri Otsuki. The guy is related to them. And I don't know if he came from the moon, because you see kind of like a meteorite striking a forest or something. I don't know if he came down from the moon. Maybe he was trapped as well. We don't know. But I do think it's interesting that they didn't reveal his name as soon as his design came out. Because it's like, it was kind of obvious that he was related to Kaguya. So the trailer has Naruto running around wearing a blue scarf. Just make a note of that, because I'll talk about that in a bit. And then he says, we don't know who this is directed to. Granted, okay? He says, wait for me, I have something to tell you. And immediately after, we cut to a scene of Hinata falling down a well. She's not really falling down a well, but she is falling, and she is dressed formally, if you notice. I mean, those could be her pajamas, but it looks like she's wearing some type of kimono, which is related to another piece of news that I have. But first, just keep in mind, look at the weather in the trailer that we get, okay? It's snowy, it looks kind of cold and windy, and that's because there is a winter formal, okay, approaching. And it explains Naruto wearing that scarf. Granted, in the trailer, he's not wearing that red scarf that we see in the promotional images. He's wearing a blue scarf with some stripes. Now, this is an update that I got from Tumblr, and it says that Hinata always wanted to send Naruto a scarf since she was a little girl. So that explains the red scarf that he gets. Now again, he doesn't have it in the trailer, so I wonder if that's a gift that he gets later on in the movie. Now the fact that it turned out that this main antagonist or villain is related to Kaguya in some way, shape, or form kind of helps me connect the dots a little bit better, because the dude looks like he has the Byakugan. We know Kaguya had the Byakugan, and in the movie, Hanabi is kidnapped, which is Hinata's younger sister, right? I think that it's going to be revealed that the Hyuga clan is related to the Otsuki clan. So that's Kaguya's lineage, in a way. And that's kind of obvious, but what I didn't know is the fact that Hanabi is actually kidnapped by mistake. It turns out that the mysterious man was planning on catching Hinata, but he actually ends up taking Hanabi by mistake. And it makes sense, right? Because Hanabi isn't even first in line to become the heir of the Hyuga clan. Out of all the theories I've read in the comment section, the one that I think makes more sense for the sake of this story is that there's people saying that the reason why we haven't gotten a proper headshot of Hinata is because one of her Byakugan eyes was taken away from her. Granted, in the trailer we do see her with both eyes, so if you choose to accept the theory, then you have to accept the fact that her falling down, as we saw her in the trailer, is probably happening before she actually gets hurt. If that's true, I think it's a pretty good concept to have a movie that deals with love. Sort of touch on the fact that maybe love shouldn't, as opposed to what fucking society says, love really shouldn't be based entirely on appearances, So I like the idea, I like the concept. Naruto could be like, hey Hinata, you don't have an eye, I don't have an arm, it's all good. In the trailer we also have Shikamaru, Gaara, and, as predicted by the coolest guy, Kakashi as the 6th Hokage. Now, did you see Sasuke, though? It looks like he came back to the village. Best character of the show is looking smug as fuck, alright? And if you notice, look at his eyes. He doesn't have the Sharingan activated, so maybe he learned how to deactivate it. Otherwise, he'd just be like this the entire fucking movie. Finally, I just want to read to you a link that has a quote from Masashi Kishimoto. If you want to verify the source, feel free to do that if you know Japanese. It says, given that my original artwork, parentheses, the manga, and the new upcoming movie are connected, I would highly recommend that you see the movie immediately after you have finished with reading the manga. This movie is, to put it bluntly, going to be about the concept of love. To this day, I have yet to implement a movie that concerns the matter of love in the series. So please enjoy it along with the remains of Naruto. Masashi Kishimoto. Like I said, most if not all the evidence is leaning towards some type of romantic implication between Naruto and Hinata. If you have any evidence that discredits or goes against that actual evidence that I can see, make sure to tell me about it. Other than that, that's it for me. I really enjoyed the commercial/trailer, but I'm hoping for an extended version of it. Looks like Naruto just came out of the gym with those blue sweatpants. And now he's busting people up with the Rasengan. Thank you for watching, commenting, liking the video if you did, and subscribing. Bye. I've got no scarves to tie me down. What's up with the Japanese and the scarf giving thing? I mean, it was in Attack on Titan too, like with Mikasa and Eren.